Hi guys, in this video I'll be talking about brand halo on Amazon, what it is and how to measure it. I'll be covering this for sponsored brand ads and for DSP, so stay tuned. So let's start with the simpler one. So on your campaign manager, to discover this, you will have to go to your reporting section. So in the past, this was available for sponsored products, which I covered in the two videos. One is called Purchase Products Report, and another one is Attributed Product Report. But in the past, this wasn't available for sponsor brands, and I'm not sure if it's utilized enough today. So to find that report for sponsor brands, just navigate to reports section and go to sponsor brand reports. And then for the report type, select attributed purchases. I highly suggest that you go to this link and then further in available links and learn more about the report because it's very useful. Now, as usual, select your summary or daily and your reporting period, name it correctly and run the report. Once that's finished, you will get something like this. Now, this is the simplified report because I removed a few things that are not needed for this video. Anyway, so by the look of it, you can see your campaign name, attribution type, your purchased ASIN, and the other metrics like sales, orders, how many units per order, new to brand sales, new to brand order units, and etc. etc. This is useful. However, the most important thing is actually the attribution type. As you can see, for some of these campaigns, some of these purchased ASINs were attributed to the brand halo, and some of these are actually promoted. What this actually means is that when certain ASIN from your catalog is bought, but it wasn't advertised under that campaign, that means that it was bought by a brand halo effect. That means that the actual purchase happened because you ran certain campaigns and driven that buying decision in your customer. So I will show you quickly how to easily measure this for hundreds and thousands of lines of campaigns and ad groups. So what we want to do is go to the insert. If you're in Excel, it's similar in Google Sheet. Insert pivot table. Will be presented with a new screen. Then in the rows, you want to drag for example, let me be clear. I want to see how many of the sales were from the promoted ASINs and how many from the brand halo effect. So let's do this one. We're gonna pass the campaign name, for example, and let's do total sales. And this is what we get. So pay attention, this is not finished. So these are all sales per campaign that happened in last 30 days or whatever the date range that you selected. Now let's go a step further because we want to select also if it happened because of the brand halo or it was promoted. So I want to add this additional slicer here. I think it's the same name in the Google Sheets. And then let's select the attribution type. Now by default, you have both selected over here. Let's sort this by descending of total sales. And then you can switch here. How many of those sales were promoted and how many of the brand halo? When you click on brand halo, you will see that close to 2,000 euros were actually brand halo sales. And this is very important information because it brings additional visibility on your sponsor brand campaigns, because this can be, if you only look at them at the end sales, you can miss this part of the sponsor brand functionalities and exposure. So basically you're out of these 9, you're earning 2,000 euros on the brand halo. Also, what's interesting, for example, in this case, and it's most likely it's going to happen with your campaigns too, is that certain campaigns will have much better halo effect than the others. let's see what the situation is over here. So here, this campaign sponsor brand video in phrase match is actually the top one in terms of the main drivers of brand halo sales. And let's see where it is in the promoted ones. Okay, down below. So that's very interesting. So out of the all sales that this sponsor brand video and praise match campaign had, only 300 euros came from the promoted ASINs, and from brand halo additional 1,100 came. So that tells us that there's something about this campaign that's bringing more sales than advertised. So then you can go ahead and see if maybe it's a certain ASIN or the setup. Is it a storefront campaign, or is it a certain product campaign, or what kind of video is it, and dive deeper into that. Anyway, I think it's worth checking this occasionally, at least a month, and see what's happening with the brand halo. It's a relatively new term, so I wanted to cover that. As a bonus, I'm going to be covering how to do that in DSP. So similar to what you have in sponsor product reporting sections, same here in DSP. When you go to your order, then you select your measurement and reporting section, go to the sponsor display ad reports, and then under the create custom report option, you will get something like this. So when you're down to select the dimension, you can leave it a default as a campaign. But here on DSP, it's kind of a little bit tougher to, you don't have like attributed, how they call it, attributed item on sponsored products. What was it? Yeah, attribution type. Here on DSP, you will actually have to include purchases and total purchases. And the difference is that in total purchases, you have brand halo sales. So you have to do everything manually. So you have to do, for example, if you're interested to see detailed page views, you will have to add detailed page views and total detailed page views, and then subtract those two. Then, for example, if you want to see add to carts, then you have to add to carts and total add to carts. So I will do that here. The way I do it, it's shortest possible way for me doing that. The first time, then you can schedule the report to land at your inbox once a month or once a week. So I go ahead and input total, because first I want to add all the totals, like total add to wish lists, total add to carts, total purchases, and let's do only total product sales. And then I go ahead and find all of those, just the single ones without a total. So add to list, add to carts, purchase, and product sales. Sorry. So then when you go and download that, this is what you get. On the left, you will see your orders, your campaigns, your line items, creatives. And here you will have all the metrics that you selected. So detail page views, add to list, add to cart, purchases, and sales. And then the totals for all of that. Now, in order to calculate the brand halo, you would have to subtract two of those. So maybe we can do that quickly. Minus this one. I think most of these will not be in this account. This is the quarterly results. Not a big deal, but still there are some of the campaigns that still had brand halo sales. So this is the way how to see it in DSP. Maybe there's a smarter way to do this, but this is how we do it. And then you can see that, for example, only for promoted products, only 21 add to carts, while in brand halo, there are actually double than that add to carts. So really also interesting data to see that there are double that than the actual add to carts happening because of the brand halo. So there's an opportunity, a lot of cart abandoners here. Similar over here, 39 add to carts compared to the only 19, and it goes on. So brand halo, interesting. It's not a crucial metric, but it's interesting to know. Another piece of information that you can pull from your reports. As I said, take a look at the sponsor product version of that report, and this is for the sponsor brands. Let me know if you have any further questions in the comments. I'll be glad to answer them. Okay, bye bye. Take care.